Alright, we're on. I think we're on. Are we on? I don't know. Are we on the live stream? We are. I might take the Saint stuff off though, because it's not really. Yeah, I guess we won, but it's not needed. And obviously, we still have the same layout as the last stream we just did, because I expected there'd be a little bit more weight between games, and there isn't. But let's tune into a Saturday night game. I think it's the first doubleheader of the year for myself, so yeah. If you didn't tune into my reaction to the last game, you can in the last stream. I got very nervous in the end. Let me just chuck the Freo v Melbourne game on and see what the scores are. 14-6. The D's are wearing the red. I like the look of that. Ooh, I really like the look of that Guernsey. Holy fuck, that's nice. Should wear that more often. Got another one. The Freo have 3 now to Melbourne's 1. All right, there's the chat. We got the right chat up. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to just get the whole setup sorted. Once again, the lightning delay has screwed it around a little bit, hasn't it?
Another fumble and an excellent goal. Well, right now I think it's 6 fumbles to Melbourne, 0 to Freo. That's the gap. Got to handle the heat on the road. Young team, old team. They're actually more experienced today, Melbourne, than Fremantle.
Yeah, I am back. It's always weird watching the Saturday night games at this time of year when it's still like as light as you can get, and it's not outside for where you are watching it. It's almost 8 o'clock. We're watching a game being played in daylight conditions still. Not as many times. I don't think I swore that much. Maybe I was trying to keep myself a little cleaner, but I was fucking, yeah, my heart was racing because of a few things. Would have been absolutely, oh, I don't even know. Just would have been a calamity of a finish and a result given where we were. I definitely dropped about 30 times. Yeah, my dad probably did as well. Would have liked to have seen his reaction to the ending there. We could sort of see it coming. They finally got it just working a little bit more on their terms with the skills, and yeah, we used all of our petrol tickets, it seemed. It's a good kick from Voss. They've got the first 5, the D's. Probably got to put a post up to that reaction as well. I'm going to have to do it mid-game. Hopefully this game's worth watching. It was kind of the... Yeah, I said that. It was the opposite of that other game. If any GWS fans are even... If there are such thing as Giants fans, they probably would have been feeling the same way. When we made the late charge, but... What does that mean ladder-wise? It would have been nice to get a bit more percentage and just keep attacking, but we didn't really seem to want to do that. We went into our shells and almost lost it. We're 10th now. Thankfully, we're not 0-3. Who are you going for? I don't really care. I just want to... I actually quietly almost would like the D's to win. I don't hate the D's. You know, I want to see Steele do well. And even though they were annoying last week, they were really exciting. But it's going to be difficult for them to win against Freo. That's good early on.
Make it someone else's issue. Darcy hit out to the advantage of Murphy, Reed or Erasmus. Now Bolton to Clark. Chips the kick to perfection for the lead of Tracy. Fremantle are on early.
They're looking like they're going to kick 8 in this first quarter.
They can smell a kill. Leads are coming from everywhere. That is a high quality lead from Tracy. Timed that to perfection. He's got absolute vice-like grip on that football in the lead.
Going as expected, Disco, you reckon? You weren't feeling like you could pull off a possible upset? I mean, Freo are a quality outfit. And it is away from home. And they have just kicked 5 now to 2-1. I want to see Draw FC do well. Yeah, typically they do get a victory at some stage throughout the year, but it doesn't happen too early on in seasons typically. I like their song. Definitely get it ready whenever there's a draw. I remember the Freo v Collingwood game. I made sure of that to get played. Well, you know I'm not going to be collecting footy cards much this year, but I'll still buy them for the content. I mean, unless you wanted me to open select packs, we've got to wait a little longer for team coach. Yeah, that's probably fair to use those colours. Knew we could be in with a bit of a sniff, but defence and ground balls. Yeah, I think that's what I said in my tipping video, that's what you're going to be like worrying about a lot, because Freo have those three potent key forwards, and they've got one of the better four lines in the comp that they've got to be careful of stopping. A young side will have game, yeah. Especially, yeah, in Perth as well. It's hard to get things going your way and silence in that crowd, which hasn't happened early on, which is a little bit disappointing. And what's happened there? It looks like a 50-minute penalty's been paid. Alright, I'll fix the graphic as well. Obviously, that's the wrong one. So I technically got my first real tip incorrect. Should have just said the Saints. Oh well, it's fine. Where are Freo on the ladder? 5th. No, that's 6th now. Oh, but before the game, if we take away the live ladder, where are they? 13th. And the D's are 6th. Yeah, the Giants are still poo though. Have one good quarter. I think they're going to regain everyone else's trust back. But they're a half decent side. Waited way too late to actually play convincing footy. Am I going to play local footy this year? Later in the year, I'll probably play some games, but not immediately. Well, it's early on looking like a bloodbath. Dockers kicked 8 goals in the first quarter last week, and they've kicked already 6 goals in this first quarter with 7 minutes to go. Hopefully it's a better game. Well, I think it'll be there'll be more scoring. There'll be more exciting runs of plays, and it'll just feel more free flowing. But I don't know if it'll be a more exciting game in terms of it being closer. I'm not banking on that at all. What are the stats? Checking the stats, and I'm checking if Sarong has had a start. Bolton's been big. Steele's getting a few disposals. Brayshaw's also been solid early on. So is Murphy Reid. He's kicked a goal. Sarong hasn't really had a lot of influence yet, just a few handballs. Melbourne are my only good memory in 2020. Oh. And it sucks because you in a way, you never got to fully experience that flag because it was during COVID. You couldn't go to the game or celebrate with other people or throw. Some people still did it, but throw a proper event. Even like a watch party, you weren't really meant to do that. Freo have that many loose men. I mean, it was sort of the case when they played us, but we just allowed them to play also like that. I don't need this St Kilda thing on. I'm going to put something else on. Weird, the siren shirt. Fritsch is lining up.
He'll look inboard. He's got some opportunities with a centering kick for Rivers, who's drifted down.
Yeah, we're talking about star factor impacting your fortunes. It goes to Max to Cozzy. I mean, that's as good as it gets. You're always going to get something productive there. A contested mark.
Right. Well, I can finally settle into this quarter. Haven't been able to fully focus yet. That's what you get during the double headers. Did Sarah time out Sammy? Yeah, that's what it says. I think Sammy Barnett's being a little weird. Or maybe not. I mean, he's been saying hi a few times. It's probably a little bit strange. Thanks for the shout out. I don't remember giving you a shout out, but you're welcome. Here we go. Freo going into attack again. Oh, I thought that was almost a goal. Has Dudley kicked one yet? Did he kick one early on? No, he hasn't. Tracy has. Reid will get his 20. He's looking good early on. No, it's all good, Blake. I reckon I gave you a shout out in 2019. I reckon. Could even be one in 2018 if I can remember properly. Probably not. Alright, I'm going to post something on the Saints game now. I feel like I should. Just do a little last minute reaction. It's hard to do it on the spot though when you're streaming. It's what I should have taken into account before doing this. It's whatever. Yeah, when I was like 3 years old myself, I just gave Blake Brown a shout out, or Blaze 17. Are you going to keep the Blaze 17 name? Or will that change? Like I'm really wanting to change the name for my channel. Or at least just drop a couple of little things. Aren't the Matildas on at the moment?
Leave extra numbers at the ground. Leaves you really vulnerable for the crumb. It's only a matter of skill execution.
They are. We'll follow that in the background. There'll be people probably watching that as well, putting more of an interest in that. And let's be honest with you, if this game's the results already decided as Freo are peppering that, they've had 13 shots on goal already. I'll maybe put even more investment into that, but it's not on KO, so I can't split screen it. Probably change. I'm working all that at the moment. Yeah, fair. Yeah, you guys could probably get 8 or 9 goals. Not looking for the better option at times, but 43 plays 7. Unless you guys get complacent, this is going to be a 10-goal plus win already. Tracy's going to kick his second. That'll be one leg done. Absolutely killing them. Fuck. Absolutely smacking them. Well, we'll see if Sammy Barnett's that desperate to come back and chirp the same crap. Yeah, they're looking to absolutely punish the D's today. And it's perfect conditions for footy as well. It's like 26 and sunny. So could heat become a factor for some of the players, maybe already for Melbourne. Dogs, I like Dogs. I want to see the Dogs actually go all the way this year. I imagine a Dogs v Suns grand final. That'd be exciting. That'd be really exciting. Bulldogs and Freo showing how bad this. Oh, we got a win, all right. And it was against GWS, so a lot of people weren't picking us. It wasn't like it would have been a little bit worse if we did that against one of the lower sides at home or something like that, really. But the conditions were terrible, and yeah, it did look like we were going to drop it at the final stages. We held on at least. Freo by 100. Well, we've thought a few times in some of the games we've seen so far this year that teams would run away that win by 100, but they seem to slow it down after a quarter or two. Very rare to see, especially with the way Melbourne played last. I don't think they'll lose this by 100. Kind of makes our loss last week seem a little worse. Freo could win the flag if they keep this up. They're in the flag contention category. And this has been a very, very good first quarter for the moments I've seen. The last 10 or 15 minutes. Dudley, I need him to kick a goal. But, man, this is a potent start. 14 scoring shots. It'll be for 15. They're almost averaging a scoring shot a minute. I want to see a Suns v Dockers grand final. I don't know if the AFL would particularly want that. But there'll be two sides that have never played off in a grand final before fighting for their first flag. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'd like to see it, and he's missed it. He's actually not even scored. Sort of annoys me. What would be a boring grand final matchup? Brisbane-Sydney would sort of suck, or another Brisbane-Geelong. We want to see it change up a little bit. So the Bulldogs, Freo, Gold Coast, sides like those, I'd be happy with in making the grand final. Paco's a Saints fan. I feel like he if we lost that, he might have just jumped off the St Kilda ship and just changed to another club. Imagine a Gold Coast Melbourne final. Well, hopefully Petrarca's fit for the game in a couple of weeks after the bye when they play the D's at the MCG. That'll draw in a bit of a crowd. Wonder how the D's fans will act. if they'll stay classy or not. Gawn hasn't had a great start to the game. Oh, couldn't even get that out. Bolton's been massive. They should be all right for now. I say that. They're going to get another inside 50, Freo. Surely Melbourne players have flooded back. They got so many tall targets in the air. Gawn marks it, and that'll be the quarter. So there'll be 42 points. Chuck your multis a graphic on screen. I won't be able to create a graphic, but yeah, if you want to track it, what's it looking like? Let's check if we're on track. I don't think Sarong's had a lot of the footy though, surprisingly. Brayshaw's had 14 disposals. And Sarong's had 4. Oh my fucking gosh, he's only got 10 fantasy and I've put him in the side. How can they be that dominant without Sarong doing much? Wow, alright. That's not good. Steele has... He's got 4 as well, but he's had a few tackles to bump up his stats. I'm watching this on TV, seeing there's no free-to-wear. Well, this wouldn't deserve a free-to-wear slot anyways. I mean, I imagine a lot of people would be watching the Matildas final, though. So we'll tune into that at various stages. I'll put that game on maybe on another screen. But Will wants me to put my multi on the screen. So we can do that. Yeah, okay, I'll fix the scoreboard. Gotta log in though. Oh, I don't think that's the right password. Chili's are the most overrated sports team in Australia.
Make your Easter lunch delicious. Oh, smells amazing.
Yeah, it's a Coles
Define overrated.
rosemary and garlic.
It's new and just
Like
$24
for that reasoning. What the fuck is my password?
Coles delivers the goods this Easter with Arnott's Ice Vovo ice cream for just
I don't know my password. I'm gonna have to.
Make your Easter lunch delicious at Coles.
That's a stretch, Jimbo. That's a bit of a stretch. Finish 4th and we're treated like that. Hold on, I'll answer that in a second. I'm just getting this up. Yeah, but like very few moments like that unite the country together, and that's probably why. But I probably heading into the competition probably expected them to make it quite far anyway, so it wasn't like they fully exceeded expectations. But I mean, I'm surprised because we went to the Fed Square turnout and you were there and you were full in support, it seemed. I've got 1 tip this week. Yeah, my tips are looking not as great now after that last game as well, but it could have easily been a perfect start. Technically, I've only got 1 game wrong, but it's looking worse on the app. Way worse on the app, actually. I changed my mind after the whole... Yeah, that's fair. That was pretty poor. And I guess since then, there hasn't really been, like I don't think there was at all a lot of advertisement for the actual event. Like, a lot of people probably don't even know that there is a final on at the moment, which shouldn't be the case, because isn't this played in Australia? Where's the game? In Sydney. I wonder if lightning will affect that. I actually reckon that's probably a part reason why maybe the crowd at the Giants Saints game wasn't as high. Probably not, actually. I don't know. But maybe if they had tickets to both games, the delay would have perhaps put people off. I don't know. Well, like just on social media or just ads in general. Like, not even just to go to them, just to watch them. After the last successful World Cup. But to be honest with you, I've only really watched a handful of games. Like, I watched the first half. I think I watched the second half of the North Korea game. And then not a lot. Not a lot apart from that. Freo can go for 86 plus by halftime. Well, I've got the tools and the kit bag for that. So this is we'll put it on here. You guys can see that. I don't think it's a good start though. Dudley kicked out in the full. Tracy has kicked the 2 goals. Van Rooyen is looking like that's going to be a tough one. And Sarong is a lot lower. North Korea players won't be seen again. I don't know why they're so good at football / soccer. Like, how can that? How do they have the time and facilities to actually train and all that? Like, surely they've got more things to worry about living in that country. But yeah, they might be threatened with an execution after that game. Who knows? Who do I tip? It says on the screen, mate. I've tipped the Dockers. Not by a massive amount. Oh, he's been tagged in the first quarter, and because of that, Brayshaw's had 14. Hopefully they let it go then. Has it been 6 consecutive goals? Did you get your prediction? Oh yeah, shit. If not, it'd be close too. It has. Lovely. I avoid this week's punishment for 6 consecutive goals. Thank you for the reminder. Who was that reminded? It was Zayden. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're good for the week. For the 3rd week in a row. Sammy, you're pissing me off a little bit. If I was really shit and down the muds, I probably wouldn't be streaming. Big reality check after last week. Yeah, sort of riding the highs a little bit too heavy. And now it's all come back down to reality in this game. But it's only the first quarter. You'd want a response out of your mature plays. Why can't I watch the Asian Cup live? We may as well put it on. But, nah, there's no way I've got a subscription. You need a subscription, right?
Start from Freo. 14 scores, 49 points in a quarter of football. Flying out of the blocks again. They had this last week though.
They've had 25 inside 50s this quarter. That's record territory, that. Genuinely is. They're starting the freaking last quarter how they picked off from the last.
And a run on the wing as the kick from Voss goes inside 50. Tracy presenting again. Rivers off hands. Chandler. And the Demons get out of their back half. A long lead up from Van.
Imagine if they're more accurate. They'd be up by 10 goals already. Yeah, but that was Geelong though. And away from home. So Sarong needs another 21 disposals. We'll keep an eye on that. Probably more than just handballs though, because I need to warrant my fantasy selection. A lot of people brought him in after last week. Well, Van Rooyen, is he in range? Van Rooyen's playing more in the back half, but is he in range? Remember he kicked it from 60 last week.
They're absolutely out and clear and working
No, he's...
harder than Melbourne.
Van Rooyen.
Oh, actually, never mind. I thought he was going to get more
Tolstrup, sorry, able to
more
hold on.
distance to cover.
In no rush to get the ball back here.
Sammy Barnett's just looking for a conversation with anyone. It's a little bit of a stale conversation.
Only Jai Miss is the only one not behind the kicker at the moment.
13. Technically.
Just gonna tee it up in on
How about that social media ban? It's done nothing.
launch.
Thought they were
Had lots of
being
data.
strict on it this year. It literally, I have seen no effects on it at all, apart from an initial Instagram follower drop.
Look dynamic with the ball there. Tolstrup just takes his time to pick it up, go back, allow the
Giants are done. They're,
actually look dangerous. Dart your eyes around.
yeah, they're not going to do a lot this year.
Close to the boundary.
Nothing was compelling about the performance from the previous game.
Max,
Reddit.
Aussie on the fly here.
Well,
Great relationship these two they've built
I don't really use Reddit. I just...
12 months.
Well, Japan scored. I think my mates are watching the game. Not a good start. Insta, TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube. Haven't looked into it because it hasn't really affected me as much as I thought it would. Bolton's looking good. Man, I'm hot in this room. Jeez. Feels almost as hot as it is out there at on the ground.
Lost in there physically again. There's a lot of discussions going on. And stuff right into Petty and Gawn at the quarter time break
Keeping up from Louisville.
as the game progresses.
Jesus Christ. There you go. Watching from all around the world. Go the Dockers.
Gawn with a hit out. Wagner lost it.
Would it
Sharp
be...
hit down. Is there high contact?
Oh, what time would it be there?
And it's underrated what they're doing defensively.
Probably be late in the morning. Oh, yeah, early in the morning, I would have thought.
Fremantle probably 60 odd more possessions, yet they lead the tackle count.
Gawn slapped the footy away. Lost some territory. Windsor.
Hopefully the Dockers can keep going. Oh my God, Pickett.
Up and under. Spectacular.
Almost unrealistic.
Nasty landing. That one socket away. And a lasso from
I'm just going to ignore your comments, Sammy.
Silly kick there from Christian Salem.
You're getting too excited.
Absolute hack. Near caught him between his feet there, Cozzy Pickett.
Well,
That's a big jump.
fair enough. Go against the grain. Tipping Essendon. You'll get a pretty big tip back if they win. Although it's hard to have any faith in Essendon after last week. If it was home, maybe. It's like at Marvel, I reckon they could win. They're not great at the Adelaide Oval, though, the Bombers. Stop begging like a bitch. I'm just going to ignore these messages. If you put in real comments about like the game or other stuff, then that's fine.
No, they're being well held by Fremantle.
Sarah's just timed you out again. That's not good.
Defense more than Melbourne's offense.
Gawn palms it down. Tolstrup right there with Sarong. Gawn.
Go on, getting those fantasy points up.
Just escaped.
Pierce,
Myercheck wants to take off, ran himself into some trouble.
Clark.
To Clark. Wagner.
Well, let's continue the scoring for
Lead at him as he guides the pass up to Amos and Voss.
out in the full. I don't think it's going to continue though for the 4 quarters. I think it's going to like compress down to like a 110 to 58 sort of game. If I had to pick a final result, I think Melbourne will actually be alright in the last 3 quarters. They'll kick things into gear for the D's because they kicked the goal. And it might be that's the case for them in this quarter. They might actually be quite plucky with a few chances at goal.
Individual act of brilliance here, really. Take that clean and then just
That was a good finish, 60 out.
not try and overkick the ball. Just steer it through.
If Melbourne goes sub 30 before halftime, they need to sort something out fast.
Well done.
Love to see better effort there.
Who do what do you mean by that? Scoring wise, margin wise?
Came into the contest, meandered into the back. Sharp went to the right
I'm sure they're already sorting things out for this quarter. Just being a little bit more defensively accountable because they were pretty bad in the first.
It's the 8-minute mark of the first quarter.
You shouldn't be conceding 25 inside 50s.
Get themselves back into it.
What were the clearance numbers as well? Disposals are like almost double.
He did. So the free kick goes the way of
And
Gawn.
clearance is a 15-7 Freo's way. So Gawn
Driving ball. Van Rooyen hands to it. Good
Hasn't had a massive sale like last week as much. Steele misses the lot.
Quick ones for Melbourne, but well off target.
Visited Perth friends a few years back. My friend introduced this hillbilly to footy and I've been hooked. That's awesome. That's a cool story. So your friend is your friend based in Perth? Or you knew them before you made the trip, or you just met them on the trip? And fair, you're glad you picked the Dockers. I'll pick the Dockers over the Eagles as well. The Eagles are like the bigger of the two WA clubs, but currently in a bit of a shitty situation right now, finding things really difficult. I feel like they'll be down the bottom of the ladder for a while, so there won't be a lot of success to come for them at the moment. The Dockers have a pretty solid side. Could be in the premiership window now, finally. But it's hard to have your full trust on the Dockers still. But they're showing a lot of promise. Sarong's still on the 5 disposals. Melbourne have been better though this quarter. Well, I'll play some games later this year. It won't be a full season, P-Dog. Steele getting his hands on the footy. Oh no, Van Rooyen drops it. Could still be okay for them. Oh no, they've made it up. They made a meal of it twice. Friend is in Perth, but he's a family and friends are total Hawks fans. Met them while that's pretty cool. No, it's cool that we're getting more fans abroad. You know, getting invested into the game and understanding what it is and what makes this game so great. So you're up at 5 to watch you know, it's commitment to actually be commitment for the cause, isn't it? P-Dog, my team got beat today. What league do you play in? And what age group? Still gets the footy again. He's been everywhere. I haven't actually checked the stream how it's running. It's probably a little slow. Why is it not giving me an up? No, no, there we go. That's fine. Misses it again. Still won't make the distance. The CHFL, so there's only 12s, 15, 18s, Resies and seniors. Oh, you got a goal. That's all right. Were you happy with your game? Because sometimes you can have a poor game team-wise, but I almost feel worse after if I play really poorly but we win, as opposed to us playing poorly but I actually have a good game individually at times. It's probably not the right mindset to have. Not if you're playing seriously, are you? Now, Melbourne deserve a goal here. They've been all over the Dockers in this last 5 minutes. But Freo are hard to stop, aren't they, when they're on? And look at this. Great tackle. Lever. Geez, Melbourne are really trying. They'll get a goal. And they deserve a goal as well. My check. It was a pracky match. It feels like it's already April, but I mean, I guess it's only, yeah, it's still only March. It's just the AFL season starts so early in the year that it feels like it should line up with all the other local leagues. But it doesn't, because they start a few weeks later. They don't play as many rounds. So the Dockers are yet to trouble the scoreboard this quarter. Could make a game out of this, the D's, perhaps. Had a good start though. Yeah, 17 rounds. I would assume. How many teams in the league?
Patrick Voss decides he wants to put a fend out.
Or in your division or whatever?
A couple of Melbourne players let him know about it. Carry on at quarter time.
18.
Fighting hard, the Demons.
So it's what, you basically play every team once then.
Other opportunities here, the Demons in this second quarter. 9-1 inside 50s. The ball
So it shouldn't be as lopsided then if that's the case here. Just more teams in the league.
of the 10 minutes that has
A
already happened.
proper top 8 system and all that.
As Patrick Voss missed those options in the middle of the ground. Cost
Yeah,
the
okay,
Demons
interesting.
a goal.
The game really switching up in this second quarter has gone the clear hit out.
So when does your season start then? Oh, good tackle.
Johnson trying to run away and doing too much was Matt Johnson. Brilliant
Tell you
tackle
what.
from Sparrow to win it back for Melbourne.
What's with the Dockers going into their shells after quarter time?
Warner with the punch. Wagner just escaping. And it's Fremantle's turn to feel some pressure.
And that's a good mark from a miss there. Just
Some out with the mark down the line.
limiting the pressure.
Haven't been able to get it outside their
3 weeks.
defensive half here, Fremantle.
So it's a bit early for a pracky game. Normally it's like 1 or 2 practice games at most.
Melbourne had
1 or 2 weeks before the season, unless you have like a bye beforehand.
back to half forward. Cully's good in the air. Warner from the
Let's
side.
check the Matildas scores.
Clark,
Still 1-0.
great run down by Cozzy Pickett. Looks up, kicks smothered, gets it back with the fend.
Touch ball. Sarong will get another disposal, but it's not a... Oh, it's actually all right. Look at this, they're rebounding.
Johnson this time through the middle with a handball to Erasmus. Wider still they go for O'Driscoll. He looks up, wants an option. They've got them out the back.
Oh, they should get a goal out of this. Oh, it's dropped.
Built it at the end, and the D's can
It's quite unlucky.
Run into some friendly fire. Jackson looked like he had it snared.
They had 2-on-1 there as well.
The hand pass misses.
Why do we play like Premiership contenders and go to shit?
Free kick immediately away the Demons.
You're exerting too much of your energy in one quarter? I don't know. It should be a little bit more consistent than that.
Their friendly fire. It's going to be an easy
Like you start really well and then it's not quite the same. Although you haven't been like blown out of the park or anything like that. You'll get back on top now. Just control, maybe spend a couple minutes controlling the footy.
15, 20, 25 minutes.
Slow the game up a tiny bit. Get a goal or two and then get the momentum back your way.
400 metres gain.
I tip Port for tomorrow's game. 5-goal margin.
Punches 150 metres down the line. Howes. Tracy just shoves him away.
And then was it North for the last game? Yeah.
Clark again. Takes his measure. Drives a long ball inside 50. In from the
Jackson.
This time his teammate doesn't get
They've got so many options when they go in 50, the Dockers. So many tall, like Jackson's capable in the forward line, I feel.
Tracy's just making statements.
It's a hard
Wherever
kick.
he goes, whether it's attacking a contest,
No, all good, P-Dog. Cheers, mate.
contested marking.
Okay, D's woke up, didn't they? Was hoping for another fresh second quarter blowout. Did you watch the game against Geelong? What were
mission player.
you feeling after that game? Because that would have been really flattening. Especially given it's the first game of the season, you'd want to get off to a really strong start against Geelong, away from home. Probably not expected to win that as well. Wasn't the worst kick there from Jackson. I said I've got North in that game. You'd know if you check out the tips, the weekly tips, but that's fine. So what else? Sarong's 26. I feel like I'm definitely...
Take the mark. He's done for the day, Jack. Daniel Turner finished with a hand injury.
And how's
But he won't be back.
Curtin going?
Great kick.
Not Curtin, sorry, Windsor.
This is a really good kick. Open things up for Salem to just roll on to his boot. Send it out wide. Howes up over the wing. And they take it wide for Langdon with some hard running. Good movement.
How's Windsor going?
As he arcs around, he'll send it deep into the hot spot, looking for someone to launch. Punched away by McVee. Spills to Lindsay. Look out, crunched.
Can't see his stats.
Tackle coming in from the side, and it's Sherry. On debut, showing the work rate to get
Oh no, there. He's got 19 fantasy.
Some of the spoiling
Probably could be a little bit more.
I mean, that just cleared the area by 25 metres.
I know that losing this, mate. You were very good last week. I'm not taking anything away from that, and even in this game, you tend to get back into the game a little bit. Like you'll be hard to stop when you guys are on, but also might be a little bit. Especially you could get exposed defensively in these games against the top sides. But you've gathered momentum now. The game's back on your terms. Jeff, he tries a little bit more than what he's probably capable of, Jath. They're going to turn the ball over and probably concede a goal. Good tackling. Should have been a free kick. Another point for Freo. They haven't scored yet this quarter goal. Yeah, so Freo fans have probably learnt from last week. Don't get too excited early on. It won't last that way for the rest. Why is Steele kicking out? I've never seen that happen at the Saints. The best way to get every game in America. Is it an AFL live pass? Is that still... Oh, Fritch. I'll look it up for you because I don't know. I don't live in America. How to watch every... Because people do it. Yeah, watch AFL. I don't know how much it costs though. I don't imagine it'd be much though. It'd be a huge amount. It's probably less than what KO is. Just do KO. Well, it's hard to do so in America when it doesn't work. Unless you wanted to also purchase a VPN. But there are better ways. Fritch kicks the goal. Alright, it's 25 points. They've made this a much more respectable margin. And there are quite a number of Melbourne. There are always going to be Melbourne fans in Perth. I know a few of them. That's good footy. Melbourne do have scoring targets. And they can get space. Not an excuse for the deplorable play, but the umpiring's been so one-sided. I wouldn't say it's been deplorable in this quarter, though, at least. What's the free kick count looking like? 6-5, but you can't always read into the free kick count. And just like that, we've pooped the bed. You're really gone into your shell. Sarong's had no impact. Steele's getting more influence. Darcy's been quiet when he's had his chance in the ruck. Amos. Can Freo get a goal? Not like that. O'Driscoll should mark this. No, well done. Rivers. Hopefully Windsor's fine. He's staying out there at least. Oh, Darcy might get away there. No, he's missed it. It's frustrating if you're a Freo fan right now. Nothing seems to be working. If they do it against Melbourne, like no way you can take Fremantle seriously this year. This is their chance to redeem themselves from last week. I tell you what, Freo pack out Optus pretty well, don't they? Look at that. Not too many spare seats in the house. It's great. Oh no, Latrell misses it out in the full, but it's been a great turn up for the D's in this second quarter. Windsor's been so bad for Supercoach. He's got to be traded ASAP. He's a better fantasy player, it seems, at times. But even then, I think he's in my Supercoach team as well. I didn't make enough trades this week, so, which is good for Supercoach because you can save them. You're meant to save them. I think that's the strat. Who has been leading the way? Salem with his 18 and 17 kicks. Steele, you'd be glad to have picked Steele, I feel like. Last week he was pretty good as well. And a lot of players have actually gone with Steele. And here we go. D's get another inside 50. 1-on-1. It favours my check, but Pierce does really well. Pierce does super well. Saves probably what would have been a likely goal.
Absolutely. Don't worry about the Tassie connection. He was caught in no man's land there in front of my check and was able to get back and lay the perfect.
Because Langdon was there as well, wasn't he?
Give away a free kick there.
Come on, D's.
Fell in front of a big crowd. Chapman. Risky ball.
Jesus Christ. They got the footy out, though, at least. Johnson. Yes, very stark difference this first quarter. The Dockers, just everything was going perfectly for them, it seemed, but they found it a lot more difficult. Even inside 50, there's just no one presenting. Lever. 26 points is the margin. I don't see it going up in this quarter. I'm not rating anyone whilst live streaming at the moment. If he wants to stream a little later on past the night, then I can rate him.
He's waited 30 years to tell us 1 week at a time.
A long kick. Petty up to half forward and Alex Pearce.
Oh, that's unlucky, Pierce. Now's a chance for Melbourne. Langdon runs inside. Ah, he's missed it. Chance.
That would have been very handy as we start to go towards half time, and animated is just
What about times? How the fuck is it daytime in W, but in Melbourne, yeah, time zones. Surely you'd know about time zones and what they are. If you know. If you don't, though, that's all right. Now you do. Fortnite ranked till you win after the game tonight if Demons win. Not on a night where I've streamed twice in a row. Kind of be a waste of my time, wouldn't it? I could be doing a lot of other shit to help grow the channel. I do that. You know I won't be getting a win early in the stream, that's for sure. I haven't played Fortnite. I don't think I've played a real game in over a year. I don't think that stream I did counted when I had like a little test game and I got like a 14 kill win. That was just because I was playing bots. 3 minutes till the half ends. The Dockers have had 4 behinds. Melbourne 3 goals 2.
Trying to be physical with him, which is obviously the plan when you've got the 2 rucks working over Max.
We'll talk about Sean Darcy's spot in the side during the week.
Oh, you're not going to do that, Oatley. You don't even know where I freaking live. I hope you don't, at least. I hope you wouldn't do that to anyone.
Cully over the top. Langdon full of run again.
That should have been that should have been my punishment. Shit in the bag and send it to.
Inside 50. Max almost, but roving it. Cozzy Pickett.
Here we go. Pickett. Kick it. How good is Pickett? How good is Pickett? Not many other players could do that. So they've cut the margin to 20 now, the Ds. It was a 42-point margin at quarter time. Most of the off times when you're down by that much, there's no hope. Now all of a sudden the Ds have a bit of hope. It'll be absolute shit outside here, Will. Maybe you'll have better luck getting Coast Club to do it. He'd be or Jay Tomo. They're streaming. Get them to do it. Might not be as entertaining having them doing it instead, but I'm sure they'd be more up to the task. Well, if you can keep it at 20 or get one more disco, game is, well, it's already almost in the balance now. It'll be more alive. Gawn's getting on top as well a little bit. Bolton, though, he's someone you guys need to stop. Having a really big first half. Even in this quarter, he's been pretty good. Playing in the middle as well. You'll watch the full Saints game afterwards. Oh, you don't want to torture yourself after that. And I say that because it was not a game you want to watch back. They've got it. Not sure what happened there, the D's. They were eventually going to find a goal, you would have thought, at some stage in the quarter. You got your Goldbergs. It wasn't probably what you were expecting, but Petty, yeah, probably should have cleared it out. Just handballs it back into the danger zone. Jackson did well. And it's back to 26. In your video for Melbourne Saints, I was in the background with a Burgers Melbourne hand in quarter one and then Seals in the Demons cheer squad in quarter. Oh, big ass. You were in the background. How would you be in the video in the Demons cheer squad though? That's way too far away from where I was sitting. Unless you were like in that end and you moved. Did you even know that I was there? Or was it just all sort of a coincidence? Man, I need to get something else to eat. That sandwich at halftime of the Saints game isn't going to do it enough for me at all. It'll affect the rest of the stream if I decide to not eat. Come on, D's. Oh, another point. They've had enough chances, the D's. Kicked 4 goals though, so they've put it on the scoreboard. But there's a long way to go. It's a good quarter though for them. How dusty's a pair? No, not too dusty. I haven't used it much, but like if I see there's dust on it, I'll clean it. Again, I use it actually more often when I watch sport and even sometimes YouTube. I just chuck it on the PlayStation. Oh, that's brilliant footy. If Jackson can finish it off, they'll get a free for that. And they'll probably go into half-time up by 5 goals, which is sort of disappointing for Melbourne with how good that quarter was for them. I didn't think of that when I bought it. I just thought of the current now, which was getting it for AFL 26. But I thought I'd probably play that game more than I ended up playing it. But that's probably the same for everyone. Although it's still a solid, not that solid. It was all right when I played it originally. It just never got going. I need Dudley for a goal, not Tracy. He's already kicked my 2. He's kicked the 2 that I need. He's kicked his 3rd. He's causing already headaches in the Melbourne defence. I reckon already my multi's fucked. Same for yours as well, Will, because you've got Sarong to get 100 fantasies. I'm pretty sure you said he's on 18. Have you got a bed frame yet? You were on the stream where I built the bed 6 months ago. I feel like you've seen it. You've been hanging for you to do a career mode so I can eat cereal in the morning and watch your career mode. That could happen still. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. I've got some stuff I want to do for AFL 26. I know some don't like it, but I know others do. But if it's a career mode, I'm not sure. Well, I thought I told you that I already had one. So I definitely waited long enough. So what is it now? 31 points. I haven't had a career mode in 5 years, to be fair, but no one really, like, people start career modes and they don't seem to finish them. I don't think I finished the last one I started either. Because I wasn't winning games. You watched back the whole one last month. Was it the one in 2020 I did? which still gets views somehow. The Tango one, I didn't finish it though. Yeah, well, I should get you on. I could even just get you on for a live stream. You could even come on for the stream tomorrow. Port Adelaide v Essendon. Do you want to do that, Will? Because I'm gonna go out later that night. I
At Coles, make your Easter lunch delicious.
could get a few drinks in me early on, and they can just have an excuse to do it on the stream watching the footy. I don't think it'll be that great if it got sacked in your own career mode.
And just $24 a kilo.
I sacked myself.
Something special.
Coles
I remember I was trying to move my PS4 back into my room to play it in my room because I was sick of having to set it up in the living room, and I'm like, well, I've got the LAN cable that'll work, but I fucked up 3 recordings in the process, and there were like 3 games where I think I just won, so I had to restart it. I believe that's why I restarted it after 1 episode. But I kept fucking up the recordings. I did it like twice. I remember Ryder had a career mode, and he forgot to record like the prelim final where he lost in like a thriller. And in the video, it made it seem as if they were like lost a family member, like it was like life or death. It was tearing up big time. I'm like, it was certainly not as deep as what he probably thought in the moment. Yeah, you can come over, Will. Might make it a little bit more enjoyable with someone else there with me, because sometimes it can get a bit dull if the games are shit and the chats are shit, but I should be doing more as an entertainer, as a content creator. Your last Evo 2 crew mode was crommed after the siren. Yes, the 2 M's there were the crommed, but I remember exactly how that game panned out. I remember I would sometimes on purpose not try as hard at defending so the game can get closer again, but then sometimes I do that and I end up losing the game overall when I should at least be what's this ad? I should at least be sure enough that I'll get the win while still maybe trying to claw back the margin a little bit to make things close. Can I do an NBA stream? Well, I'll be chanting absolute horseshit. I'll have everyone in the chat basically telling me all the stuff I get wrong. But in the footy season, that's the last thing I'm thinking about doing with all the footy stuff that's happening. More footy stuff, I assume, is probably what's going to happen, not basketball stuff. Was you getting yelled at by your dad when your sister... Yeah, and I was thinking all about me at the time. Didn't even stop to consider. I think my sister was studying. It was during online school, I believe. And I was like yelling at Tango Boarding missing goals at like 11 o'clock, so I can understand why. A massive argument erupted from that. Looking back on it, it was probably more of me being in the wrong, but I didn't know what else I could have done. I couldn't have just stopped the game. You got from the boundary on Evo when you took your shit off, and then you said I won't get the goal, and your sister threw it. Yeah, that was a funny stream. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Was that the same stream, or was that a different stream? I can't remember. I should do another AFL 26 stream soon. Or maybe I'll just play a little bit more behind the scenes so I can actually be competent enough to win games. Oh, it's good to know that you remember those memories forever. It's good that I've got a positive impression. Let me see. I'll go downstairs and fill up the water and come back and... Thankfully, I only put $3 on for that multi because it's already basically done. There's no way Sarong's going to get... He needs 20 disposals in the second half. He has had... the 5th least amount of disposals for all of the Fremantle plays. After last week's performance, that doesn't make any sense. It's going to be one of the worst fantasy scores so far.
That he brings. I mean, he's getting some reward today. He's kicked the threes, had 7 touches.
Yeah, Butters better score big tomorrow.
But it's the standards that make the difference.
Yeah, he straightens them up so much, Josh Tracy.
So I should probably post a video from the game. Let me just go quickly grab some water and something else to eat, and then I'll be back and we'll hope for some competitive footy from the Ds in the second half.
The goal first for Freo didn't continue after quarter time. How did you view Melbourne and how they were able to turn the game around somewhat and really stifle the Dockers' ball movement?
Yeah, I thought their ability to defend was terrific, but then they were able to kick 3 of their 4 goals taking the ball from the defensive half. So there's no doubt Fremantle dropped their intensity just marginally. They did it last week. It's become a bit of a habit for them. And I have no doubts that at halftime the coach will be saying, come on guys, 120 minutes, 100% effort. We can't have these lapses in game. Geelong took advantage of it. Melbourne weren't good enough in that second quarter to absolutely take them to the cleaners, but they've left the door slightly ajar.
They've been their own worst enemy. In the first quarter, they simply were their own worst enemy. Is that they just looked jittery in front of this big Fremantle crowd here. They got the job done last week at home against St Kilda, but this is a different environment here. There's 50,000 Fremantle supporters here in the room, and they are just they were kicking the ball off the ground, they were fumbling, and these were the turnovers that led to Fremantle goals and gave them that ascendancy in the first quarter. And these are fundamentals. When you come away in front of a big crowd, you've got to make sure that the little things that make a big difference you do right from the first bounce. And unfortunately for Fremantle, unfortunately for Melbourne, they gave up way too many goals from turnovers in that first quarter.
Yeah, it was that last line of defence, wasn't it? And that really is where the crowd gets involved too, and you do feel like you're in enemy territory.
Yeah, you got to win at home. If you're a good side in this competition, you got to win at home. They won 10 of 13 here last year. They've got to stack the wins again this year. Hey, you get some grace on the road, but you don't get it here.
And as you mentioned, Max Gawn perhaps looking a little bit sore as well. He had such a huge game last week. It's a tough road trip as well. So let's see how the big man goes in the second half. Well, after tonight, we've got 2 games to go in round 2. Our Sunday ticket begins at the beautiful Adelaide Oval. It is Port hosting Essendon. Can Josh Carr get his first win as senior coach? And then it's back here to Optus Stadium. We've got West Coast in their first home game of the year, hosting your team, North Melbourne.
Thanks. That was easy.
Well, practice makes perfect.
With UE Comprehensive Car Insurance, everyone on our team is on yours.
At Coles, make your Easter lunch delicious.
Oh, smells amazing.
Yeah, it's a Coles Graze lamb leg rolled with rosemary and garlic.
It's new and just $24 a kilo.
What was it?
Something special.
Coles delivers the goods this Easter with Arnott's Ice Vovo ice cream for just $8 a tub.
Make your Easter lunch delicious at Coles.
AFL highlights presented by Toyota.
Suns back by 3. Josh Dacos back out there, but Anderson straight out of the middle. Puts it to Weller. Keeps on going. The captain! Calling the captain. Noah Anderson.
Yeah, no, it's still half time. My mum's got the game on downstairs, right? But she's only got the commentary on. Apparently the commentary's on the TV, and it's been like that for the last 2 hours, and she's just left it there. And I thought the third quarter started. I'm like, it just finished the second, right? And I'll confirm that by checking there's still half of a quarter to go. I bet he has no, I had food. I have food, thankfully. Where is this dude? Well, I don't have a fucking private chef coming to me at all stages of the stream. So if I do a double header, I'm not going to be on for all the 6 hours. Plus, I had to take a piss as well. Let me get a napkin. Oh, I should put the Matildas game. Oh, it's fucking halftime. Why is it halftime going to line up for both games? Yeah, I haven't really played AFL 26 in a very long time. Although there's some competition that has been created by some other content creator that I'm part of, and I probably should play my first game soon before I get called off. Why am I hearing the commentary? What the hell was that? Must have been like some sort of a glitch. Yeah, and that's what I did. I played a lot of AFL 26 that day. I remember it was the Carlton. That was a pretty big week. That was such an action-packed week. That week I did the Frankston stream on Monday. I did, I got the PS5 on the Friday. On the Thursday, I tried through that stream. That didn't work. I think I went to Hobart that week as well for the footy. And got a corporate box seat on the Saturday and sat with one of the big content creators, and it's Soso. I think he's got like a few million followers on Instagram. The Frankston stream was an overnight stream. Did Ross Lyon seriously say we didn't deserve that win? Hold up.
Yeah, there was some really courageous sacks. So, yeah, I think we're in front all day, were we? Yeah, so, I mean, history tells you, not history, I think statistically, if you win...
Let me just listen to what he has to say here.
90-odd% chance to win it, so...
No way he would have said that, right? Well, I didn't show the full press conference, so I'm going to probably listen to that later. Do you think Butters gets to the Dogs? I don't know. A lot of teams will be throwing the kitchen sink at Butters, and if he gets to the Dogs, they're going to look even more of a fucking scary proposition. But I somehow feel like he's going to go to Geelong. I don't know why, and hopefully doesn't, because they keep getting whoever they want. When Will won the free box. yeah, he's probably forgotten about that. I don't know if it should be the right idea to remind him again. He'll chirp up about that.
Jay, I think it's probably too early in the season to draw that comparison with obviously the high speed that's required to play the game currently.
I really hope Petrarca doesn't get sidelined for that long, because you want to watch him out there. You know, he's one of the best players in the comp right now this season. You want to watch him play his best footy, because he's a real Brownlow chance this year. It'd be disappointing. 5 hamstring injuries already in round 2. Yeah, so far we've had 3 games that have been decided by less than... Oh, actually, no. The first game was I think it was 17 points, but it felt like a lot closer. All hamstrings. It's probably just bad luck, I would have thought, right? What other reason could you put to it? Yeah, but someone reckons he could be out for 3 to 4 months, or whatever, or like half the season. But it didn't look like they at all were that worried. What app do you use to film your YouTube videos? Not really an app on my camera. I just record, and I record audio through the OBS app, I guess. Yeah, it's always handy to use. It's what most people use when they live stream. They need to make interchange unlimited. That was the case in pre-season and it worked alright. Although we still saw a few injuries in pre-season, but... What's the... Because they keep changing it. Like, I can't even remember how... Is it now less than what it used to be? Interchange AFL rules. I think it's now 75. But there's an increased bench size, but... I don't know why there needs to be a cap. When you really think about it. What advantage or disadvantage will it add? It won't provide any advantage / disadvantage. If anything, it'll just reduce probably the overall amount of injuries in games.
It has been a pleasure banking with you all today.
When is halftime over? Not too long. Been a probably 15 minutes or so far. Probably another 5 minutes to go. So let's get the this ravioli finishing time. Not a lot. Probably finish it after the... What happened to creating a new... Yeah. Was that... That wasn't 2024, was it? Was it... I thought it was last year I did that. I know it wasn't on the new game, AFL 26. I know that. Because I remember I created... I think I created 20 odd players. But after that... when I went to test out the first game, it was still very, very, like, difficult to actually get through a full game. It felt still unplayable, like that game has been for a while. ...2023 was AFL 23. But I didn't do it during 2023. I thought it was more recent. I thought it was early last year. But it could have been late 24. Yeah, I'll write it down like as a possibility to bring it back. I've really got to draw out a plan of what I think I want to do because at the moment it's still kind of like I'm picking on the day and not doing enough. I'll be brutally honest. What was I going to look at? How many goals has Bolton kicked? He has kicked 1-1, but he's had 19 disposals. He's been the highest leading disposal gatherer alongside Salem today. You did two teams. You did a yellow video maker team in 25 on AFL 26. No, I didn't. Although I feel like you might almost know more than I do because you've been studying all this stuff. But surely it wasn't last year I did that. I didn't do two sides. Yellow video makers was on AFL Evolution too. You're confusing me with someone else. Who said that the Saints are finishing first on the ladder this year? At this rate, I'll just be content enough if we can make it to the wildcard round. But no, yeah, season does open up for us later on in the year. We shouldn't be starting... We won't start 0-6 anymore. It could have been a really, really tough 0-3 start where we had Brisbane the week after. But now that after that, if we can get through Brisbane and make the consensus of that and beat them, then we're in a good chance of restarting everything this year. You did one where Geordie made you the team. I didn't do a career mode though. I don't even remember when that was at all. You're gonna have to send me a... Oh, you can't really send a link in the chat, can you? They couldn't do it again, could they, the other Dockers? Paying tribute to OG Bomber in the first half. The Dockers are 9-11. Pickett could have gotten a free kick there. Gone. Will he get his 9th All-Australian blazer this year? He's on track to once again. Like, who's he going to be competing against? Grundy, Sherry? Probably only those two again. English as well. I haven't seen you in my chat, like, barely at all. I can't just give someone I don't really know a mod. It's hard to know if that's going to be the case, mate. Sarah might be watching but not chatting. So I think we're fine with the mod department, and if not, like, nothing's happening, so it's fine. Hasn't been an issue yet. Well, I don't know if that's true that you have a lot of experience, and it's experience that I don't really need to worry about because it's not a problem. Brayshaw, Steele. I'm really disappointed on Sarong. I mean, unless he has a mammoth last half coming up, he's going to have a really shit score for my team. Murphy Reid, how good of a player is he? Genuinely one of the stars of the comp already, and he's only in his second season. Kicked his second and 37 points to the margin. Sort of a similar margin to what it was at halftime in the Richmond v Gold Coast game. So will it end up being a 10-goal win? I don't reckon. Well, let's see you in here consistently for starters, and then I'll make more of an understanding on whether I can trust you. I am happy that we won, but it was not the most wasn't the most convincing win, that was for sure. I'm just relieved in the end, but no, I'm happy that little things are settled, that we got the win. Same with my dad, but it would have been nice if we won by a little bit more and continued kicking a few more goals. Oh, I've got both fucking streams running, for God's sakes. Why do I have 2 KO broadcasts running at once? And you don't want to kick it to Gawn. I don't think moderating a live stream is your answer, to be honest. I'm not great with that sort of advice to give, but I think, I don't know, like, try and talk to some mates that you know if you're that bored, or something else. But no, I'm not going to give him a mod, but that's all right. And stick around and chat with the people in the chat though, if you wanted to. Tracy's kicked 3 already. Is he eyeing on number 4? I think he is. Give him his best work if he actually got it done though, if he kicks this. He's playing. Why is he? And Gawn's there again. He'll get the 100 fantasy, won't he? Well, I want Thilthorpe because I had him as my, like, pre-season prediction, and I really like him. But he finds it so difficult for himself a lot of the time, though. But how many goals he kicked this year? Obviously, he's had the one less game. I think he's only kicked like 5 or 6, whereas King's had 4, 5, and 7. So I think King will win the Coleman because Gold Coast will just get so many good opportunities in him, and he's so accurate in front of goal. He's had like 16 kicks for 14 goals. So yeah, he's my common pick, and hopefully he can get close to 100. I think it was Gary Lyon that said that Jack Gunson could get 100 this year, which I think that's a stretch, isn't it? Oh, pick it on Dudley. Kick the goal, my friend. And he's got it. So there's that I don't have to worry about with my multi. Not like it makes a huge difference though, because it's still looking pretty grim with all the other ones. Yeah, Tracy's a beast, and I think he's going to be a 60-plus goal scorer this season. There's going to be a lot more high goal kickers in 2025, I reckon, or 2026, I should say. So Tracy will be up there. Who else? Kerno should be a 60-plus goal season, but he got pretty beaten against was it Barras on Thursday. Darcy and Norton both have the chance to kick 50 to 60 goals. Norton's in great form. Is Waterman good enough? And all of a sudden, I should add to the score. Margin's now 43 points. Yeah, okay. But that wasn't the... What's the yellow video maker stream in 2025, Blue Bagger? Things are starting to open up here for Freo. It's starting to get a little ugly for Melbourne. Finding lots of space. And there'll be a mark to Voss. And I reckon he'll sew this up and kick another. No worries, Sarah. There's your Dudley goal. Yeah, but I'm not really as optimistic now with the lack of disposals that I have with Sarong, unfortunately. That's what's throwing me up a lot. Brayshaw, who was $2.30 to get 30 disposals, he's going to get that in 3 quarters. Misses it. Voss. He's on 8. He needs another 18. And Van Rooyen as well, yeah. What are the other ones? I think Gorn will get 100, right? What's he on now? 80. He's leading it. So he'll get there by 3/4 time. And then Reed Steele, Tracy Dudley. It's Gorn. No, sorry, not Gorn. It's Van Rooyen and it is Sarong. But even if Van Rooyen kicks the 2, it's just going to make it feel even shitter that Sarong's only had to probably get the 15 disposals by the end of the game at this rate. Yeah, I'm pretty happy end of the day, Sebi, that we got the win. Much needed. What are the odds of the Saints winning the flag? The real odds or the speculative odds? I'd probably say 1 in 50, for being honest. But I think on like Sportsbet, it's probably maybe 1 in 40, like $40 or something. Could be maybe less than that. We were only like $19 to win the flag before the season started. They bought into the hype. Well, how are you even going to get to mine, Will? Because the thing is, I'm not going to be able to stick around for that long after, so maybe you'd want to come a little earlier or something, or... I don't know, up to you. I mean, unless you wanted to come out afterwards with my mates, but don't even know if that's what my mates want. I need to check. Or what is fully happening. I just know they're going to go to the Sporting Globe, and I think a couple places after that. Hopefully they don't go out to the city. I don't like going out to the city all the time on Sundays. And you want me to bring beer. You can bring whatever. You don't have to, by the way, but you will bring something. I'm a Crows fan myself, but yeah, Bulldogs are a very good side this season. And they deserve the win over you guys. They were the better side for most of the game, probably 3 quarters. And most people haven't really got a problem with the Bulldogs. I don't. A lot of people wanting them to win the flag in 2016 at the time over the Swans. And Windsor, how's he doing in my fantasy? Because it's looking really bad with Sarong's score. I can't believe I chose to trade him in. Jesus Christ. He's on 26. He's on less than Sarong. Man, these are... The red flamehead Guernsey, though, from the Ds, they look sexy. I really like the look of them. They should wear it more often, realistically. I don't know if they're only going to wear it against Freo, because they're the only team they clash with. Because they still have the royal blue design. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if I remember that, but I probably said that. Blue bagger. Knight, Soxy. I reckon Richmond have improved this year. Do you think they have? Couple games in, it's hard to know for sure, but they looked okay against Gold Coast. But you expected at some stage Gold Coast would have a quarter and a half where they just got things going on their terms, and they had a couple injuries, Richmond, but they weren't terrible. They definitely haven't been the worst side this year so far. So they probably have improved slightly. Not in terms of the win-loss column. Who do they have next week? Probably won't be any chance of winning whoever they have next week. We'll check though. No, it's not us. They've got Freo. They've got Freo away. So probably pencil that one in as a loss as well. Bolton running down the wing. Takes 2 bounces. Goes from 50. No way. No way. What a goal. He's kicked his second. He's had a solid start to this season. It has to be said. Imagine Richmond still had Bolton. Do you think next week we'll beat the Baggers? Do you play him next week? At the G, right? I might go to that. I might go to that game. That's a game I kind of want to go to. I haven't actually been to a Carlton v Melbourne game before. Be good atmosphere. Oh, would it? 3:15 Sunday. It's a bit of a weird time slot for it, isn't it? I'd back the D's in. Yeah, probably back the D's in. No way Melbourne are winning. You don't think they're a chance next week? They'd be probably almost favourites at the moment. But Carlton at their best, I think, are still better than Melbourne at their best, personally. But I don't even know what Carlton's best are looking like, what it's looking like. Have you ever done the 9:30 p.m. from Adelaide to Melbourne before? Are you leaving on the Sunday night? Well, Adelaide have a curfew like at 10, right? So that's probably the last flight out of the city. I don't think I've ever left the same day as I've flown in when it comes to Adelaide. Normally the games I go to are night games, so I can't do that. But you should be fine. Imagine someone missed their flight today because they booked like the earliest flight back from Sydney today. And the lightning delay fucked them by like an hour. I left it really thin in 2023 for the Gold Coast St Kilda game. Because I thought it'd be a good idea to... Well, I kind of wanted to leave as soon as the game finished. Tracy, what a mark. How strong is he in the contest? Grabs it and we'll kick 4. We'll line up for 4 at least. And it's looking like it's going to be definitely a 10+ goal loss to the D's, if not more. What was I saying? Yeah, well, Gold Coast also have a curfew. And I had a mate's... Was it 21st? I think it was. One of my best mates, but I couldn't miss the St Kilda game because I was setting myself on the journey of going to all St Kilda games that season. So that was already locked in, even before I knew about that. I wanted to come back to make the end of it. That's the reason I took the early flight. And I came home and the last guest left a minute before I arrived. At least I got to have a chat with him for a bit before there was nothing to do. Tracy kicks his 4th. You'll have to win fantasy-wise. I've had a terrible week. It's been a real shit week. A really, really shit week. Why did I bring in bloody Sarong? Well, we say why, but we know why I did it. Because I got sucked into his score last week, and I thought against Melbourne he would have another big performance. And I only went for him because he didn't have the bye over like a... who else had a big week last week that was tempted to be brought in, like a... I don't know, like a Holmes or someone like that. Well, he's got the bye this week anyway, so you wouldn't bring him in. Or even Bailey Smith is a chance of getting a selection for some. So that's 55 points. But not a boring 55-point game. At least Fremantle are playing some pretty exciting footy. And it's never boring when you've got a multi on, but multi's done. I've had one player get over 100, so I've been shit too. Yeah, my only player has been Sinclair. And I've got so many non-playing players that have the bye this week that are going to really just decrease my overall score. My overall rank is now dropped from 7,000 to 52,000. I didn't know they did live ranks like that. Fuck me, that's pathetic. Sarong only got 59. Jack's got 74. He was 100 last week. Sinclair good. Sarong are absolutely abysmal. And then in my midfield, I've got Bruin, Smith, Walsh, Dacos that aren't playing. So what am I going to do with that? Do I trade one of them out still? Sam Grill, I forgot about him. I didn't field him this week and he got 53, so at least he didn't do that well. Philippou 31 as well. I could have easily traded him out, but oh my goodness, Pickett. Do they not pay unrealistic anymore? That was textbook unrealistic, right? Your Supercoach sucks this weekend as well. Yeah, like the real error I made this week was forgetting, because I'm actually almost caring more about Supercoach draft because I'm in another league that got mates with in that league, but I've absolutely fucked it up. I forgot to set Fraser as an emergency. And he should have just been on my field because I had players that are on my field that won't be playing. I had the bye. And we know Fraser had one of his standout games, so yeah, that's shit. Is he injured? No, he's not injured. Look, I can see him, but he's just getting nowhere near the pill. I don't even know if there's still a tag on him. It could just be one of those days where just nothing goes right for him. There he is. He's just running in circles. Sort of what I was doing during the Div 12 Resi's game. Just running around fucking ring of rosies around no one. So he's got 9 now. He needs another 17. I remember the Freo v Brisbane game when he had 45. He was everywhere. He's nowhere. Has Tracy kicked 4? I think he has, yeah. Maybe he could kick 6 or 7 and make things kind of exciting. It's always exciting when a player's set for a big bag. Brayshaw, see, he's had an impact. Pearce has had an impact. I reckon that's definitely why Bolton's actually had a better game, because the Absons are young. Do you have Milan Murdoch? No, I don't. He's the Eagles player, right? But I could theoretically trade him in if I wanted to. But I just don't really know if West Coast players are going to score that much to be worthwhile. Windsor's been... Well, he copped a knock early in the game, so I don't know if that's affected things. Thankfully, it's early in the season, though, so most teams are still pretty similar, so it won't be like... So it's not like all of my players that are exclusive players, not many others have. I don't know why Lever's playing in the forward line. Melbourne get their... I think that's their first for the half. So the Saints have... not the Saints, the Dockers have had 2... periods where they've had 6+ goals consecutively. So you got a flag is 4. Yeah. Yes. I do love the Saints, of course. Big win to get our season back alive that we got Brisbane. It doesn't get much easier. I don't think there'll be many people tipping us, but I actually probably might. think the Saints have been my worst team so far this year and actually getting right tips-wise. They are. I haven't got a single tip right for the Saints this year. You had Lockie Ash the whole preseason, but got scared and went Whitfield. Yeah, those that didn't pick Ash made a huge mistake, and I'm one of those people that didn't. Last year I had him in my whole team, and he did me wonders. He was one of the top scorers in both fantasy and Supercoach, and I fucking did not go him. I think in Supercoach I've got Whitfield, and I can't remember what he ended up scoring. I'll have a look, but kind of don't want to check. But I'm not too worried about Supercoach that much. Here we go. When Melbourne get a goal, they seem to get a few in a row. That was a nothing kick from Salem, though. Sarong gets another kick. If he can somehow get like 3 or 4 late disposals in the quarter, he could still be on for a, well, not a salvageable fantasy score, but a possible 26 disposal game. But there'd be very few people thinking that's going to be realistic. Brisbane have started 0-3 before and have gone on to win the flag starting 0-3, so they would still feel like they can take, get stuff going at some stage in the season, starting 0-3. And they've got Collingwood. They've got Collingwood. I think the week after that. I'm not gonna say the Pies beat the Lions at the Gabba. They haven't got they haven't got the tools to do so. That was a shocker from Brayshaw. Nah, surely not, right? Funny because Whitfield is getting 6 out of 7 kick-ins and Ash is getting like 3 out of 3 kick-ins. Were they the amount of kick-ins that both players got in the game against the Saints? I couldn't remember who had more, to be honest. All I remember is I saw Ash a whole lot more than I saw Whitfield. Let's actually check, shall we? Wins are 32. Garbage. Oh, well, Grill was actually on my field in... but it won't matter anyways, because I've got Coleman in my team and he's got the bye. Anderson scored 96. Sarong! Lovely. All right. There we go. It's a goal, but it'll help with fantasy. You get 6 for a goal in fantasy, so I'll take that. Who knows? Maybe he just has a huge last quarter. Maybe he's aware of how many people have him in their team now. Like he gives a fuck about that though, right? But he has had more impact in the last 5 minutes than he's had in the whole game. Maybe they let him loose a little bit, the D's. He's got 12 disposals. Could we be on for 14 in the second? Nah, probably not. Nah. Harris Andrews won't be back after the bye. A couple others that I'm sure won't be back after the bye. But they'll get a couple more players back in. They'll be the favourites. That's with no denying whatsoever. They'll be the favourites heading into that game. I might have a look at the Brisbane Lions injury list, shall I? Alright, we're on Sarong watch here. If you can get another 2 or 3, and they can get it to Van Rooyen. Get it to Van Rooyen, Latrell. Actually, go for home. Oh, if home is kicking it straight to an opposition player, then we've done well. Where do I think Port will finish? I think they'll still escape bottom 4, right? But wildcard round will be a bit of a stretch after last week. I'll go 13th. Well, I'm going to need to get cards on the Monday, mate. Find someone that have them. Oh, Van Rooyen was there. Ah, damn it. 3:20 remaining on the clock. Enjoying it. I'd love a pizza right now. If you could just spare me a slice, that'd be great. Maybe I can get some pizza for tomorrow's stream. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Murphy Reed. Well, the problem is Sarong's not in the coalface at all. He's playing a different role. He's not in the middle. Lever. This guy looks okay. The debutant. Confidence with that bit of play. Tracy's just so strong, isn't he? Voss is leading. Almost. Ball. Almost. Should have been ball almost. He got the handball away, I guess. That was almost kicked to the second tier. That was how far wide it went, that kick. Well, I don't think we had a great win, but it was, I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. We were absolutely under the pump late, and we found a way to just get that win. So I guess it was good in that sense. And it was good for the season. Good for the sake of the season, wasn't it? Yeah, another Sarong goal for the Mollies. Yeah, you are looking at fantasy points, whereas I'm looking at this. Well, I'm also looking at fantasy points. Sarong is in the 50 right now. They could go to him. I don't think they're going to go to him though, but they could. They go to Jackson instead. Although Sarong's just waiting for it. Surely you give it to your, well, not captain, but your vice captain. Dudley, I don't need Dudley. He's not required. He wasn't required. Docker's up by 60. They've reached the ton already. He needs a, just want to point it out here, Will, needs a 56-point last quarter. Another disposal too would be nice. It would have to be Naz, mate. It would have to be Naz. It's hard to go past him. He was my favourite player for a couple of years now. And I think we can beat the Lions, to be honest. How many goal kicks have they got now, the Dockers? Let's have a look. Well, I mean, that was a multiple. Tracy, Reid, Dudley, Bolton, Voss, Wachowski, Sarong, Johnson, and Brayshaw. A miss is nowhere to be seen there. Dudley for his third. There's Dudley. Ho! Should have had him on for 3. You know, if I did that, then I would have been pissed off because it's the wrong shit. I believe in the 56-point last quarter. If that's to happen, they're going to win by 100. If he can be so quiet and they're leading by this much, then if they let him off the leash, how big could they go for in the last? 2 goals in a minute for Dudley. Save some for everyone else. And again, what's the debutant's name? Because he's been genuinely good. He's been composed. Christopher, how do you pronounce it? Is it Sherry or Scary? How the fuck can you have more fantasy points than Sarong? But you created pressure there in that moment. So he did well. Can Dudley go for 3 in 2 minutes? Give it to Dudley. Bolton. Where's Dudley? Oh, Voss. Now, Lever wanted the line. He'll get that. Sherry. See, that's not the worst pick to have him in your team. Make money and also not a terrible score. If he's on your field, you'll be probably happier than most. I think, yeah, the Dockers are going to be one of the hardest sides to defend against this year because I tell you what, they've got a lot of options up forward.
Really want to make a statement here tonight, or they just coast.
But he came off a boot, so it was a lasso free kick.
Well, I think Freo fans would be happy with this first 3 quarters. It has to be said. It was a pretty disappointing second quarter, but they've lifted since. They've kicked 6 goals this quarter to 1. And 8 of the last 9. Is that Sarong? No. Sarong's stuck on 12 still. Oh, damn it. It's the only thing I'm kind of annoyed about a little bit. Well, not the only thing, but with the game's sake. 109.42. Can they hit the ton? That's what I've got my eyes on. They can do it, the Dockers. They did in the first quarter, but they finished terribly last week. So how many points have I got? 756. If anyone is my round 2 rank is currently 94,065. I don't even know how many players play fantasy. I didn't even know that many played it.
Something special.
Wow, it's bad. If Port Adelaide get beaten against the Bombers, then Rosie and Butters are going to have shit games as well. What are people's scores this round so far? / ranks for both Fantasy Supercoach. Gosh, you know what? I should have traded in Bontempelli instead of Sarong. And that was that was the player I was thinking of doing, Bontempelli. But they had the bye next week, so that's why I was like, maybe not. You'll be happy if this D's team can keep under 100 points. Oh, not a good look, to be honest with you, if that's what you're feeling. Tough day at the office, but as someone said before, a little bit of a reality check after last week. I guess you guys expected to be one of those sides to be inconsistent heading into the season. It's not going to happen every week. But, yeah, after last week, most people probably didn't think they'd be getting smashed like that. Disco. Do you guys have the Giants in Canberra this year? I asked that because I know you are, if you're still based in Canberra, I believe, get an opportunity to go to a game of your side locally. 3/4 time. What about Supercoach? What am I ranked at the moment? It's not going to tell me. Not ideal in the slightest, is it? Alright, well, I actually forgot to finish my ravioli. I should do that. I'm going to put on the Matildas game. It's 1-0 Japan. I'm going to sign into 10. What is my password? I don't know what my password is for this, which is not good. I'm just going to sign up.
How long have you been single?
A while.
Sammy,
I think you should marry her.
what is going on, mate? Have you got anything else you want to say? This is pissing me off. Probably won't even be worth trying to register or anything like that. Will it? What's my favourite genre? What is my favourite genre? Probably sport. Okay, continue. Still better than the Goodwin area in my eyes. We've turned a corner. Yeah, you definitely needed to turn that corner. So I think for the long run, things will be alright. I'm still optimistic for Melbourne that they won't be down the bottom for too long. I don't know if you guys think that wildcard round is a chance in sight after tonight, but I mean, it's only one game. And I really do think you guys will beat the Blues next week. That'll be, well, will everything fall apart for Melbourne for Carlton if they do lose next week? Or is it not really that, would it not really be that surprising? Well, spill it if you have something to say then, mate. Give me a... Oh, stop giving me a freaking ad, man. Don't give me an ad. It's... Top 10 was definitely my cards after last week. Need everything to go right. You'd be shocked if you were bottom. Oh, see, I wouldn't be shocked. That's where I had you before the season started. Like, you could still win 8 or 9 games and still finish bottom 4. Especially if your percentage is poor. So who do you think finishes below you? Because if North are going to look the way they did, it's Richmond, West Coast, and then maybe it's Essendon and Port. They're the two other sides. Will Carlton finish ahead of you guys? I had them fucking 10th. I don't know why I had them that high. Right, well... Alright, I've put the Asian Cup final on. There's not 10 minutes to go. And they've subbed off Fowler. I don't know why they did that. Thought she was pretty good. Saints game was so open, which helped our flow, but we have just been compacted and just haven't had... Yeah, you'll play to those games pretty well, and especially at the MCG. I don't know, I think you can make it a challenge against the Suns. Especially if there's no Petrarca, and I don't know if Ray will be back for that game. You could actually make that closer than what they've made some of the other games so far this season, the Suns. How are they going? Well... The fact that you don't even, well, like not care, but like not even know the results, telling me that not many people are really as interested as I thought. It's 1-0 Japan with 83 minutes past. And I've watched maybe a combined 50 minutes of live action in this Asian Cup. Since it's the final and it's on, I'm going to put it on. Who knows what might happen. If they can force it to extra time, then maybe we watch that to finish off the stream. It'll have to be, it'll probably finish it. Well, it'll be on longer than this game. Jimbo was in the chat earlier saying they're the most overrated Australian sporting side, and that he actually wants them to lose, which I find is staggering. He wants them to lose so they get more media backlash. I don't know why you'd want that. Probably West Coast, Port, Tigers, Essendon. Yeah, well, I don't think there's a world where you finish below Richmond, West Coast, and probably Essendon. I think you're definitely better than Essendon. And I got that wrong in my preseason predictions. So far, it's only the first round. Only the first round. Van Rooyen has had a quiet game since kicking 6 last week. He's been well held. It helps when you actually have a solid defender on you. Then it makes things a lot more difficult. Melbourne sold. You probably need to figure out what the meaning of sold means. How do they sell if they were never expected to win, nor were they ever in a position to win? Here we go. Carpenter. Go! Oh, my Lord. How many chances do you want? And Tracy's going to line up for goal number 5. How many marks has he taken inside 50? No one can go on him. Dudley might be my second favourite non-Cats. He's exciting. He's an underrated machine in the forward line. They don't even have Frederick playing either. He's another one that can provide the spark. They've got Bolton. They've got Reed. He's got that X factor. Realistically, Freo shouldn't finish anywhere below bottom 4. They really shouldn't be losing any game at home. That was a bad kick though from Tracy. Should have kicked his 5th. Do you have ESPN? Yes, join my league if you haven't. It's in the link in description. Last week was the best I've ever felt watching a D's game except for 2021. Yeah, that's a huge call. I mean, in fairness, you haven't won a final since the granny, and I'm not sure if you were there to witness it in person or not, but it would have been great. Would have been a, well, it was a nightmare for the St Kilda fans, although I can't not say it wasn't enjoyable to watch, at least skill-wise, for both sides. Anyways, as much as you probably don't want it, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing this margin blow out even more. You know, when it gets to a stage like this, I'd rather see 100 points than it be like 40 points. But I have a somewhat of a soft spot for Melbourne. That's a good finish. Is that Johnson who kicked that? Who's number 40 for the D's? You'll know. Yeah, no, I saw Tassie Devils get their first win. Needed Heath this game. Well, yeah, they could have played him. I mean, Freo do have, yeah, two pretty strong ruckmen that they rotate. He apparently looked pretty impressive in the preseason, and I think he actually is a really solid developing ruck who will eventually be their #1 ruck when Gawn gets to his decline at some stage. It doesn't seem like it's happening yet. Still being their best player, Max Gawn. Oh, that was Harry Sharp. I'm not listening to the commentary, so that's probably why. I've got the other game on with very low frame rate. It's safe to be said. Anyone else on Sarong watch, or is it just myself and Will? Here we go. This is better for Melbourne. And is that Sharp again? No. Yeah, it is. Oh, actually, to be honest with you, I thought that was number 40, not 30. That's why I said Johnson. Who is number 40 for Melbourne? I could be wrong. It could be not the right player. Still haven't really... number 40 is Riley Onley? No. Just give me the Melbourne Football Club list. Who's number 40? So I can solve this debate once and for all. Riley Onley. I've never heard of him. Because I was aware Sharp was 30. I thought I saw 40. And these get another one. So they're back to 56. Is that Oscar McDonald? Interesting. There's not lots of time left in the final for those that are interested in the Matildas. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a result that we want, although there is still time. AFL goals on Sarong watch. At this rate, I know the multi's pretty much done because it's still Van Rooyen that needs 2. That's probably not happening as well. He hasn't looked really close to getting anywhere near the big sticks. Sarong needs another 13 and 2 more Van Rooyen goals. There's probably a greater chance of the Matildas kicking 2 goals here to avoid extra time or a loss. So it won't happen. You are starting to get annoying now, Sammy. You've said hi like 15 times. Oh, damn it. Sarong was on for another one. Well, if you're sorry, just cut it out for the rest. Mate, you say you're sorry and then you say hi 2 times. So you're clearly just trolling. I don't even know why you're continuing this. It's sort of getting boring. It's just filling the chat with just junk. Infesting the chat with garbage. Oh, wow. My other laptop's spare. The spare laptop's run out of battery. So now we won't even know what the result of that game is. Did you think Melbourne had a chance? Yeah, but only if they actually got off to a strong start. Not if Freo started 41-7 or whatever it was. I think I said the result was going to be 110-58. That's what the scores are looking like similarly right now. Although you would think Freo will kick a few more goals though. Van Rooyen. Here we go. All right. Could we be on here? Could we be on Van Rooyen? Not sure what the Demon fans are thinking of what output that they're going to get from Van Rooyen heading into this year. I would have thought 35 plus goals. And he kicked 6 last week, so that's probably gone even higher to like 40. Could he even be a chance of 50? He's kicking this from 55 out though. And nah, not even close to the distance. And gone as he kicked it? No. They never seem to play in Melbourne. Well, they never play in Melbourne because of where they're going to play. Although, it is pretty shit if they didn't play a single game in Melbourne all tournament. If that's what I heard correctly. That is disappointing. Melbourne have a strong support base. Yes, they've got a 30,000 stadium compared to 80k, so they're always going to have the final at the Sydney ground. Stadium Australia, whatever it's called. 5 out of 5 for me. Yeah, it's definitely going to be happening where people get a perfect score this round. It wasn't that hard of a round. A few 50-50 games you had to pick. The St Kilda game would have been one as well. But apart from that, the rest have been pretty easy. And I think you would expect Port Adelaide and North to win tomorrow. Sarong. Handballs aren't as ideal for fantasy. Tracy sprays the kick. It still might work though. Can Jath get there? Jath does get there. Oh, Voss, look at the aggressiveness. Look at that. Look at he's lifting up Langdon. What's he doing? Gonna throw him out of the ground. How fucking strong is that? That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, doesn't he bench press 200 kilos? That's probably why. That's something I haven't seen very often. That was sort of exciting and entertaining. Matilda's lost. They must have blown the final whistle, unfortunately. All of that promise again for an unfortunate slip up in the final hurdle. Oh, good work, Reid. So there's no more live sport left apart from this game. Not a bad handball. that is so bullshit, Jimbo. You're just riding on the hate bandwagon. I don't know if they're going to get a lot of hate. They probably won't get that much hate. I won't check though. I watched the last 7 minutes before my laptop the other laptop went flat. What's up with the WA turf? Well, did they not host games last week? Yeah, it looked like he was going to do a WWE type move. What's the... I guess it's hard to want to be invested when you don't like a considered best star player, the captain. And it makes sense, like what she did and how she acted was terrible. I did watch a few of the body cam. I watched that whole video. I don't really like her that much either, to be honest, but she's still, yeah. Still back her in, I guess. Tillies are over their head. They think they're better than what they are. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps that was the case after the the 2023 campaign.
Couple of inside 50s, 10 score involvements. For a second for the evening.
Oh, Brayshaw, mate. What was that?
Anything he's done wrong all night.
Both were away from home. No, what was it? They would have had an event last week. What was it, though? Did they have games hosted there? Past events. Yeah, China v Australia and Australia v Philippines. That was why they couldn't host footy there last week. When will Matildas win a final? Never. Well, when's the next tournament? Isn't it the World Cup next year? Where's that played at? Don't know. I don't really follow women's football or soccer. AFL should have been at Optus since the start. Well, it doesn't make that much of a difference though. Just having the games brought over 1 week. It's not making a massive interruption to the AFL season. And you'd rather have at least a higher chance of a larger crowd for those games. There's another goal for Melbourne. So Freo dropped their heads again and they've sort of stopped, even though they've had chances in their forward 50. Melbourne are going to maybe put together a half-decent score. How will the turf be tomorrow? Probably worse, given that there was a game played here today. And they don't typically play multiple games in a week, so it's probably not meant to handle that. It shouldn't really make any difference, but you wouldn't want it to cause an injury, right? Like the SCG last year.
It's a long season. You've got to manage your stars. And we talked at the start of the fourth quarter, maybe a bit more Sarong, a bit more Brayshaw, maybe even Bolton.
What's the wrong watch? Let me check. 14, but he's jumped to 60 thanks to his 4 tackles. So if he gets 80, it'll be salvageable. So he was 18 at half time. Ben King kicked 7 goals, not 5. Could have kicked 8 as well. He kicked 7 straight though. Get in under, mate. Get in under, Sarong. Rochelle got 70 after a first quarter of 0 on Friday. Yeah, he lifted in the especially the second half. He kicked the 2 goals. Just adjusted into the game as it got going. Didn't know he was on 0 though. But I don't have Rochelle, so that's why I wasn't really worried. Fritsch has been good today. How many has he kicked? He's kicked at least a couple. He's kicked 2 goals, 1. Always has his hair staying up perfectly like that. Slick back. Rochelle, he's an X-factor sort of player. He can be inconsistent, but he's not bad. He's not quite at the levels of a Rankin. Oh, that's not going to go through. Out in the full. So a somewhat dead way to finish off Saturday night. I'm hoping tomorrow can be okay. Hopefully Port Adelaide v Essendon is half decent, but you really can't be so sure with those 2 games after last week. I think Fritsch has certainly dropped off though in the last couple of years. I almost forgot he was still playing for them, which is weird. Like he was playing last week. I think he kicked 1 goal, but wasn't massively influential. He's been better today. Been one of their... Johnson should have gone for home. Dudley. There certainly should have been a goal there from the Dockers. They were stuffing around with it. Why didn't Johnson just kick it? He was in two minds. 8 minutes left on the clock, and the Dockers are doing what they did in the second quarter. They just failing to get a goal early on. Melbourne have just slowly chipped back at the margin. And it was looking like it could have been 90 plus points at one stage in the three-quarter time. It's only 48. Jackson should get this. Lovely. He does that very well. I was going to have Jackson to get 100 fantasy in that instead of Gawn. But he's only gotten 58. Jack Steele, 130 fantasy, 29 disposals and 8 tackles. Fuck, you'd wish you had him in your team. Bloody hell. Fuck. Probably not another one. No, not another part 2 of a Frankston. Could go somewhere else for another overnight, but not Frankston again. Jackson puts it through. So it'll probably be 10 goals. He's been Melbourne's best midfielder for sure. And he's getting disposals. He's actually bringing more of his teammates into the game as well. And he just provides the grunt in the midfield. With the tackling pressure, 8 tackles, he could get to 10. The Devils look good in the VFL. Yeah, but I'm not going to be following the VFL. I mean, the Saints, I think the Saints are going to have a really shit year in the VFL from the looks of everything in the preseason, because we're not affiliated with Sandy anymore, so it's probably going to be more difficult for us. We lost that game. Tassie beat Coburg, but they only beat Coburg, aren't they? Like shit as well. Geelong beat the Bombers by 85. You can see some massive scores at times in the VFL. It's a lot more lopsided. You don't have Steele on your team. Oh, fuck, you do have Steele on your team. You're smashing me then. I forgot you had Steele on your team. Oh my God, you are absolutely going to demolish me. It's already 987 to 776. You're going to beat my 200. Unless what I'd need to happen is Sheezer to get injured in the first quarter and Butters to make up 150 points. Jath does that a few times where he runs too far, but he just doesn't understand that he needs to bounce the footy. Yeah, aren't the Northern Bullants gone though? Aren't they, like... Didn't they not get given a new contract heading into the new year, the Bullants? I'm pretty sure they're not in the VFL this year. And it's probably because of results like that. Only experienced midfielder we have, well, at the moment, until Viney comes back to the side, but I'm not sure when he's coming back into the team. So, Freo lining up for their 18th and to make the margin an even 10 goals. No. 117.62. Yeah, they lost their VFL license. I want to check actually to see how badly they performed last year. Read some of the results. Well, they started their season off with a 148 to 22 point loss. Only lost by 30 against Geelong. Lost by 125 against the Suns. Lost by 44 against Frankston. 99 against Port Melbourne. 75 against Collingwood. 30 against Coburg. 71 against Casey. 109 against Southport. 103 against GWS. 86 against Carlton. 58 against Richmond. They beat the Swans by 7, and then they beat the Seagulls. They wanted a bit of a run. And that wasn't even the year they lost 161-4. That was like 5 90-plus point smashings that I like read out there. Yeah, well, yeah, you've got a decent memory. I knew that it happened when it happened at the time, but I wouldn't have been able to recall it. Cully will kick that out in the full. Ah, Jesus Christ. So, you've got Steele and I've got Sarong. That really hurts.
Biggest of occasions against Max Gawn. There's no easy task there, but just the 5 disposals probably lowered his colours in the absolute ruck. I think they'd be sitting back saying, okay, we want to give him a fair run at it to see if he can make it.
Wonder if they play in like a local night. Probably they do. Northern Bullants. That's Ballarat, isn't it? Some league in that area. I'm not sure.
More reports he's made a very good impression, as you would expect. Mason Cox at the Dockers.
Sheffield Shield final in Melbourne this week. I was wondering when the Sheffield Shield final was. Like, I don't follow the Sheffield Shield much at all, but you would. I thought it already happened. When's that? Oh, cheers, Wispy. Haven't seen you on the streams in a bit. Preston. Northern Bullants. Why do I think they were based in Ballarat then? There must have been another side. Fuck me, well, you're Preston then. Well, there must just be in the VAFA then. I was assuming like the first division or something. Probably would have been relegated. I think Bendigo had a team. Did you made the cut? See, I've been on Marmalade's things a couple of times, but I've not made the cut before because I've just been dull and I've not known what to say. They tell me just get on. I'm like, well, I really just don't know what I'm going to say. That isn't fucking dull. Bendigo Blues. Maybe. I'll look up Bendigo Blues of AFL. Never really heard of that club. Bendigo Gold. They did wear blue. And they dissolved in 2014. So they were in the VFL at some stage. What was that Ballarat team I was thinking of then? Should I spot? You do whatever the fuck you want, mate. I mean, you clearly know that it's annoying certain people and that you shouldn't be doing that, yet you keep doing it. Sarong. That's 6 points for him. He took a mark and a kick. Come on, stream forward for some fantasy points. He's just running nowhere, mate. I have friends doing that. You probably, I don't want to be rude, but you probably don't have many friends if this is the way you're acting on the stream. Not to be rude. Maybe you have a lot of friends in there. And you're just choosing to spend your time on the stream, which I appreciate, but I appreciate less of the spamming. Oh, you had Sarong as well. He must be your hidden player, who you would have traded in. Who'd you trade him out for? I'm guessing Goulden, right? Because he was hidden. So they'll cut it down to 47 points. end of the day, it's not as much of a smashing as it could have been. And well, we'll see if it stays under the line of 192.5. Because that's what the line that the bookies put out. Of 192.5. So they just need one more goal either way, and that'll get it over. Traded him in for Gordon and Blackiston for Murdoch. I've only made one trade, right? Because I'm still figuring out what to do tomorrow. I'll make one more trade tomorrow. And I'm considering Blackiston. But at the same time, maybe I trade away a player who's not playing this week so I can get a bit of extra points. You understand fantasy, I do Supercoach. Well, I feel like fantasy is easier to get your head around, wrap your head around than Supercoach because the point system's a lot simpler. And it's easy to track when you're watching the games live. A lot easier because it's just kicks, marks, tackles, all of that stuff. Hit outs, goals. Darcy's a flop. And that'll be a kick in. Chance for who gets the footy here. Out in the full. Yeah, I know. I did get my call. You know, I should get double the points for that because I did it twice, the Dockers. But obviously I won't get double the points for that. That's a higher line. It's a high line in general. Did he kick it? Did Tracy kick that? I think he's missed. I mean, I guess because this year we saw those two sides kick 100 and concede 100, so that's probably why it's a lot higher than normal. Plus, the conditions probably would suit a higher scoring game. I fucked the scores up. Fuck me dead. They've got 10 seconds to affect the line here, the Ds. One more mark inside 50. It'd piss off a few of the punters, I reckon. 4 seconds. Windsor hasn't been great. Has not been great. It's sort of a statement, I guess. It's a pretty good win. Like, all things considered, they'd take an 8-goal performance because Melbourne did have their chances where they challenged. So it's a good win for Freo. Oh, our result could have been a lot worse. Probably one of the worst defensive performances I've seen from my team in a bit. I thought you guys were not that bad at all. Even defensively. What did they end up scoring? They ended up I don't know why I didn't add an extra score to Melbourne. They ended up scoring 70. I thought Pearce was really strong. North Ballarat had a team in the VFL. They were the Roosters. So I must just be confusing the Northern Bull Ants to North Ballarat Roosters. And they weren't... They've been in the league for a bit. And they've clearly not got a contract anymore. I don't know what year that would have been in. Yeah, he needed to go, Will. He's had like 4 chances to stream. And it feels like he's trying, but he's not understanding. He's just not understanding what's going on. What he's saying, it's just annoying everyone. Not reading the room of the stream. Rightio. Well, we'll go one more stream tomorrow afternoon, and then that'll be it for the rest of the stream. You wouldn't think you had many friends, right, Jimbo? We were just fumbling all over the place, especially in the first quarter. Look, they're probably, in a way, glad it got tight at stages. It was like not like a complete dominant performance, so they have stuff that they can work on. That Cherry guy, though, I reckon he plays next week. Deserves another game. Yeah, Port Dons. Roos Eagles, no, because I'll be doing something later that night. How many big calls have you gotten this week? 2. So I'm good for that. Carlton play Melbourne next week. I don't know who I'd pick in that. I'd still probably say I'd probably say Melbourne. They look more convincing in the games they've played in, but it's just whether they'd be able to match up against the Blues or not, I'm not sure. Who would you have, Will? I'd want to see them. I'd want to see the D's win over Carlton, if anything. Really hope we win. You're a Freo fan, right? You're playing Richmond. I think you'll be fine. Richmond will again provide a contest for a couple quarters, and they'll be hard to shake off against. But you guys will just be way too strong for Freo, for Richmond, and you'll win that game probably by another 50 points. And then after that, so you've got a semi-easy start to the season. And then you got the Crows away, which is no easy target. The Crows are in a little bit of trouble with their start. They got Collingwood, Bulldogs, and then they got Geelong away, and then they got Freo at home. Oh, Raid Coast Club. If he's still live, sure. I assume he's just going to end it though in a couple of minutes. But if he's not, sure. What's he doing though? Don't know what he's doing. No, he's ending the stream. There's no point of a raid. You can't just be sitting on his stream the whole time and waiting for me to end just so he can get a raid, because he probably didn't even want a raid. He was probably just going to end the stream straight away anyways. I haven't raided anyone in a while. That's not to say that I won't be doing it. It's just like most of the time it's pointless unless it's raiding a new, like a start of a new stream, as opposed to the end of a stream. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably just going to have the stream finished anyways. I don't think you will. But I don't think for North fans, even if West Coast turn it up big time at home, if you win by a point, you'll be 2-0 anyways, and you can just say, hey, look, we're just banking these wins, and you need to just bank wins. That's just all you need to do to have any feel like you've had any form of success this season. Anyway, team coach cards are out soon, so you'll probably expect a video on that. And hopefully I can be a bit more active on the short form front this week. What streams can I do next week? Or have I not? I haven't made my decision yet. It's still Saturday, so we got to. Well, tomorrow I'll be doing a the Port Adelaide Essendon game. If you guys want to tune into that, and yeah, from then on in, I guess we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. Yeah, I get that, Jimbo. Yeah, I get that. You'd want to win by 30 points, but you got that done last week, I guess. Alrighty, guys. Cheers for watching, and we'll